Here at the Durham Catholic District School Board in 2022-2023, our Catholic learning community has been listening with the ear of the heart. As Pope Francis said on the 56th World Day of Social Communications, it is only by paying attention to whom we listen, to what we listen, and to how we listen that we can grow in the art of communicating, the heart of which is not a theory or a technique, but the openness of heart that makes closeness possible. As a Catholic learning community, we have been focusing on authentically listening to those around us to build better understanding of the experiences of all people and to consider what steps the Holy Spirit is inviting us to take as we walk the path forward together. Let's take a look back at a year in review of how we listened and how we will continue to listen with the ear of the heart.
Listening with the ear of the heart means if God is in your heart asking to talk to you, to pray, you should open up your heart and listen with your heart to pray to Him.
Listening with the ear of heart means listening carefully to God's message actively. Jesus tells us His message to be persistent and never give up. I can apply to this by going to church and praying.
Faith means like trust, believe, and just be yourself.
To me, listening with the ear of the heart would be to listen to everybody's story, genuinely to be kind when people are speaking, and to take in what they're saying to help better who you are as a person, to help better the entire community.
I think listening to the ear of the heart means to me is that when someone says something to you and it just goes through your ear and goes out the other, it's not, you shouldn't do that because they're probably telling you something very important. You can take time to consider that by listening to it. And it's not just your ear that's going to be listening, it's your heart, because it could also reflect to you and your family and everyone in your community what they're saying.
What listening with the ear of the heart means to me is to listen to your heart and never doubt yourself, and really to do what's right and to try not to do what's wrong, and to mostly look at the positive things more than the negative things, because it will give you a better outlook on life.
I think listening with the ear of the heart means we should use our heart and our ears to listen to God more often, just like how Mary did. Because when Mary had Jesus in her room, she was scared at first, but then later she trusted and she had faith in God. So I think we should also trust and have faith in God too.
Listening with the ear of the heart means you don't have to have a full-on conversation with someone. Just listening can go a long way. Like, let's say someone's going through something, they just want to be heard. So it's that's something good to do. Just listen instead of talking.
I think listening with the ear of the heart means to always remember to look at things from the perspective of another person, to look at things through a lens of tolerance and acceptance of other people. And it has a very broad range of applications. And sometimes it applies to, like, if you're in an argument, what to do, what to listen, if you have a concern, how to see it from the other person's perspective.
It means to love and to listen. Listening with the ear of the heart helps you be kind to others.
Listening with the ear of the heart means listening with love, I think. And listening with love is very powerful. When you listen with your ears, you kind of get in all the information, which we kind of all do. But when you listen with the heart, then you find things like empathy and compassion and whatever the person's saying.
To me, listening with the ears of the heart means inclusion. It means focusing on what people have to bring to the table and just looking past their features and their appearance and looking at their real identity and their hearts. So we're listening and we're saying, you know what, I really appreciate that you could even say this to me. It's very important that we listen to everybody and not just look at them. We have to listen.
To me, listening with the ear of the heart is one of the most important things to remember when going on with your daily life. Listening is a powerful thing. It's like a highway to resolving conflict. That's because when we don't feel heard, we tend to counter back with impulse decisions out of anger. This is what we call not thinking before we speak. But have we ever tried to think of it as not listening before we speak? When we listen solely with our ears, our heart is closed off. We hear only words. When we listen with our heart, we see past simple phrases and begin to see emotions. By listening like this, we are more likely to respond with greater empathy and compassion. but this requires great honesty, trust, respect, and openness.
Thank you to everyone in our DCDSB community for helping to create welcoming spaces for all by listening with the ear of the heart.